In today's video, we'll discuss a topic that's unknown to many, but extremely valuable. We'll learn about 11 important psychological facts about older women that you probably don't know yet. Older women are a precious resource in our society. Their life experiences, knowledge, and thoughtfulness often escape our notice. Understanding their psychological characteristics can help make our relationships with them deeper and more meaningful. Today, we'll explore these aspects in depth. 1. High levels of mental resilience. Older women have weathered many of life's storms, resulting in exceptional mental resilience. Psychologists say that after age 40, women's mental strength and resilience increase significantly. A long-term study from Harvard University found that older women can maintain greater mental stability during stress and adversity compared to younger people. This gives us an important message about life. As age increases, so does mental strength. Problems that created excessive stress at ages 20 or 30 become much easier to handle at 50 or 60. Older women have learned from their life experiences that all storms pass, and they move forward with that patience and wisdom. This mental resilience isn't just beneficial for them, but serves as a powerful support for everyone around them. In difficult situations, older women often become the family's shelter, providing stability and strength to everyone. This resilience transforms them into an invaluable social asset. 2. Increased self-respect and confidence. Many believe that confidence decreases with age, but the opposite happens in reality. Modern psychological research shows that women's confidence and self-respect grow with age. This trend becomes even more pronounced after age 50. Research from the University of Chicago found that older women become less sensitive to others' opinions and more confident in their decision-making abilities. They learn to respect their own experience and knowledge, becoming less dependent on others' approval compared to their younger years. This increased confidence doesn't just come from personal preferences, but also from experiencing life's various challenges. With each obstacle overcome and crisis navigated, they become more aware of their own strength and capabilities. An important aspect many don't notice is that this increased confidence also improves older women's decision-making abilities. They can make decisions quickly and firmly, and these decisions are often more thoughtful and balanced. 3. Changed brain function, bilateral processing. 1. Fascinating discovery in neuroscience is the change in brain function among older women. Women aged 50 or older use both hemispheres of their brain simultaneously when processing information, which psychologists call bilateral processing. Neuroscientists at the University of California have shown through fMRI scans that when older women solve complex problems, both parts of their brain remain active. This helps them consider multiple dimensions of a problem, giving them advantages in leadership, decision-making, and navigating complex social situations. This bilateral processing helps them maintain balance between emotion and logic. While men's brains often work more in one hemisphere, particularly the left hemisphere responsible for logical thinking, older women's brains use both hemispheres in a coordinated way. This helps them see problems from various perspectives and find more comprehensive solutions. Surprisingly, this kind of neural change is not observed in men. Psychologists believe this neural change is a significant reason for the improvement in wisdom and insight in women during the second half of life. 4. Changed perception of time. Older women experience a changed perception of time, which profoundly impacts their daily lives. According to research by Stanford University psychologists, perception of time changes with age. Particularly after age 50, women begin to see time as a more valuable and limited resource. This changed perception significantly affects their priorities and decision-making process. They spend less time on meaningless debates and relationships, allocating more time for what truly matters. Women in mature age feel more comfortable saying no and become more conscious about investing their energy and time. This changed perception of time creates a positive urgency, the urgency to enjoy life fully now. As a result, many older women take initiative to realize long postponed dreams, acquire new skills, and gain new experiences. According to researchers at Massachusetts General Hospital, this attitude helps improve their mental well-being and overall life satisfaction. Older women understand the importance of living in the present moment and learn to celebrate small, joyful moments. This has a positive effect on their mental health and helps reduce mental problems like depression and anxiety. 5. Decreased emotionality and increased emotional intelligence. Psychologists at the University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands have observed that negative emotionality decreases significantly in older women. This is a mental change that occurs with age and alters the pattern of their emotional responses. Problems that would trigger intense emotional reactions at ages 20 or 30 often receive calm and stable responses at ages 50 or 60. This change helps make their relationships more stable and deep, as they build relationships based on deep understanding and respect rather than emotional excitement. During this time, women's emotional intelligence also increases significantly. Researchers at Yale University have found that older women acquire exceptional skills in understanding others' emotions, controlling their own emotions, and managing emotional situations. This gives them advantages in building successful relationships and navigating complex social situations. This improvement in emotional intelligence helps older women achieve success not only in personal relationships but also in professional fields. They often demonstrate exceptional skills in resolving conflicts within teams, reaching mutual understanding, and providing empathetic leadership. With increased emotional intelligence, older women acquire another important skill: the ability to define and maintain their own boundaries. They learn to identify which emotional relationships or situations are harmful to them and to set boundaries accordingly. 6. New levels of creativity and curiosity. Another surprising psychological change is the new dimension of creativity and curiosity in older women. For a long time, there was a misconception that creativity decreases with age, but modern research presents a contrary picture. A long-term study at Harvard University found that many women reach their creative peak after age 40 or 50. Hormonal changes, especially changes in estrogen levels, bring scientific changes to the brain that encourage creative thinking. In art, literature, design, business, or any creative field, many women make their most notable contributions after age 50. This is due to life experience, free thinking, and the ability to overcome fear of failure. They become so experienced that the fear of criticism can no longer deter them from creative expression. Older women often engage themselves in new hobbies, skills, or fields of study. According to research at the University of Chicago, the tendency to learn new subjects increases significantly among women over 50. This keeps their brains active and helps prevent cognitive aging. Especially after menopause, many women begin a new chapter in life where they focus on their creative expression, freed from previous responsibilities and expectations. This time becomes the most creative and productive period for many. 7. Improvement in analytical thinking and cognitive flexibility. Psychologists at the University of Toronto have found that analytical thinking ability improves significantly among older women. They can see the big picture of a problem, identify patterns behind complex situations, and consider long-term results. This analytical skill helps them play important roles, not only in their own lives, but also in family, workplace, and society. They often lead in solving complex family problems, financial decisions, or workplace challenges. At the same time, their cognitive flexibility increases. Researchers at the University of California have found that older women are more capable of considering different perspectives and adapting to changing situations. This helps them adapt to social and technological changes. Long life experience gives them a kind of practical intelligence that differs from book knowledge. This gives them exceptional skills in solving real-life problems. Psychologists at Stanford University have termed this kind of intelligence cognitive wisdom, which emerges from real-life experience and differs from theoretical knowledge. Older women can work with much more skill in complex social situations because they have worked with various types of people and situations over a long time. This experience helps them handle complex social problems and make relationships deeper and more meaningful. 8. Change in values and exploring life's meaning. Upon reaching mature age, many women notice significant changes in their values and life priorities. This is a psychological change that motivates them to explore deeper meaning and purpose in life. What seemed important in youth, such as social status, external beauty, or material possessions, often loses importance. Psychologists at Duke University found in their research that women over 50 lean toward more spiritual and meaningful values. They begin to give more importance to relationships, creativity, community service, and spirituality. This change has a positive impact on their mental health and overall satisfaction. At this stage of life, many women reach a psychological state called generativity, where they want to make some contribution to the next generation. This could be through sharing knowledge, mentoring, volunteering, or creative work. This generativity brings a new purpose and meaning to their lives. Research at Columbia University found that older women who experience this generativity feel depression, anxiety, and loneliness at significantly lower rates. A notable aspect is that during this time, many women begin to ask deep questions about various aspects of life. Who am I? Logically, what is the purpose of my life? Logically, what contribution do I want to make? And the process of finding answers to these questions makes their lives more meaningful. 9. Enhanced feeling of independence and self-reliance. Another notable psychological change is the enhanced feeling of independence and self-reliance. Typically after age 50, women experience a new kind of freedom in their lives. At this time, the pressure of raising children, family responsibilities, and career lessens, giving them the opportunity to focus on their own needs and aspirations. Researchers at Princeton University have found that at this age, women become more confident about their choices and decisions. They make decisions based on their own values and needs rather than others' expectations or social pressure. This independence opens the door to new experiences, relationships, and successes in their lives. Notably, this independence and self-reliance also affect their family and social relationships. Older women often set firmer boundaries in relationships and prioritize their own needs and desires. This makes relationships healthier and more balanced. A study at the University of Michigan found that older women are more courageous and determined in leaving unhealthy relationships compared to younger people. They understand that life is short and they don't have time to waste in meaningless relationships. This self-reliance and independence improve the overall quality of their lives. Many older women achieve financial independence during this time, which brings independence to other aspects of their lives. They become more confident in making their own financial decisions and can plan for the future. 10th, qualitative change in social relationships. Long-term research from Harvard Medical School reveals that older women experience qualitative changes in their social relationships. They begin to value quality over quantity in relationships. During this time, they often reduce their social circle, but the relationships they maintain become deeper and more meaningful. At this age, women typically prioritize joyful and uplifting relationships and distance themselves from relationships that create mental pressure and negative energy. Due to higher self-confidence and self-respect, they can easily say no and exit unhealthy relationships. Psychologists at Stanford University have also found that older women adopt a more critical and realistic view of relationships. They acknowledge flaws in others' behavior or character and learn to maintain relationships despite accepting these flaws. This makes their relationships more stable and sustainable. Another notable aspect is that older women give special importance to relationships with friends their own age. Research at Oxford University found that close relationships with peers have a positive impact on older women's mental and physical health. These kinds of relationships provide them with support, recognition, and companionship, which are extremely valuable at this stage of life. But the most surprising thing is that older women can more easily build new relationships. Their confidence, experience, and social skills help them establish connections and build relationships with various people. As a result, their social lives often become rich and diverse. 11th, development of insight and wisdom through experience. Finally, but most importantly, older women develop insight and wisdom through experience. Psychologists at the University of Pennsylvania have termed this wisdom as life knowledge, deep understanding about life's meaning, values, oneself, and others. Older women can make better decisions by learning from various life events and experiences. They learn from past mistakes and use that knowledge in future decision-making. This wisdom helps them handle life's complexities and conflicts. Notably, older women become capable of holding conflicting ideas together. They can see the gray areas of life and understand that not everything is black and white. This ability for complex thinking helps them in relationships with others, career, and understanding themselves. Psychologists at Yale University have found that older women can transform life's sorrows, failures, and losses into opportunities for deep learning and self-development. This ability gives them a unique kind of strength and tolerance. Older women often see that life's hardest times have given them the most valuable lessons. They acknowledge past failures and struggles as an important part of their identity instead of trying to forget them. This acknowledgement helps them build stronger and more complete personalities. In this video, we learned about 11 unknown facts about older women's psychology. From high levels of mental resilience to the development of insight and wisdom through experience, all these psychological characteristics take older women to a unique and valuable stage of life. In a society that often glorifies youth, these facts give us a new perspective on the beauty and strength of aging. Older women don't just survive, they thrive with wisdom, strength, and deep joy. Finally, we should recognize the contribution and value of older women in society and try to learn from their experience and knowledge. Because each line, each gray hair tells a story of courage, resilience, and infinite love for life. If you are an older woman, honor your psychological strength and development. If there are older women in your life, value their wisdom, insight, and experience. And if you are a young woman, know that an amazing journey awaits you, where each year will give you new strength and depth. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments on this topic, please let us know in the comment section. And yes, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any more of our educational content like this. See you in the next video. Until then, stay well, stay healthy.